2022년 언택트라는 신조어가 우리 사회에 정착했고 사람을 대신할 수 있는 AI 기술은 미래 직업으로 주목을 받고 있는데요. 포스트 코로나 시대 대한민국은 디지털 전환과 언택트 혁신 분야에서 선두를 달리면서 한국이 어째서 명실상 부한 선진국인지 증명하기도 했습니다. 미국에서 활동하는 저널리스트 조이리는 현재 한국의 기술력은 어느 위치까지 올라왔는지, 기술에 어째서 이토록 집착하는지에 대해 직접 취재에 나섰는데요. 한번 자세히 알아보겠습니다.
South Korea is one of the most connected places on the planet. Here, nearly every household is online. Nearly every adult owns a smartphone, and nearly everything is inspired by tech, even the takeaway chicken. To truly understand Korea's obsession with technology, you have to look into its history. Established as a republic in 1948, the country was an impoverished and predominantly agricultural state, with most of the industry and electrical power residing in North Korea. A devastating war with its neighbor in the early 50s led to years of slow recovery. It was the government's decision to prioritize electronics and technology in the 1980s that really turned the tide, helping the country overturn its entire economy in just one generation, transforming South Korea into one of the world's top 10 economies in just over 3 decades. Since then, this love of technology and electronics has grown on par with the country's economic rise, with people spending an average of nearly 4.5 hours a day on mobile devices, one of the highest in the world. A museum designed to envisage our lives in 2051.
특히 20세기에는 미래를 생각할 때 우주기술이라든지 아니면 이동수단 중심으로 생각을 했던 것 같아요. 예를 들면 날아다니는 자동차를 통해서 어떤 미래를 묘사하는 영화 같은 것들이 많이 있었죠. 근데 21세기로 넘어오면서 우리 세계의 미래가 그 방향으로 가지를 않았어요. 정보통신기술 중심으로 바뀌었죠.
So finally, we're at the medical capsule. Please come this side.
In this contactless future, hospitals will be equipped with hyper-developed artificial intelligence to prioritize remote care.
An AI doctor is diagnosing the patient's condition.
The fracture has been detected on the left knee. Artificial bone created.
Okay, so an artificial bone has been printed by a medical 3D printer, and we will now conduct a replacement surgery. Would you be the volunteer?
Sure.
Okay. Press the black one too.
Now this is a kind of tech that would make most Korean parents proud.
Grabbing it, and woo! Can I tell my mom I've become a doctor? Years of medical school, just like in a few minutes.
Now in the 21st century, that same technology is helping younger generations reconnect with their agrarian roots. Professionals are giving up high-powered jobs to pursue farming. Well, smart farming, where software and tech are replacing sweat and toil. I'm meeting one of the many young farming entrepreneurs being championed by the government. An Hae-sung gave up a coveted job with the prestigious Hyundai Group to pursue his dream of starting a strawberry farm. And I'm curious to learn what made him take this leap of faith and just how he makes the tech tick.
When you're working, are you sneaking a lot of strawberries? Because I feel like I would eat this whole place.
먹으면서 많이 하죠.
Oh, so beautiful. It's so red.
제가 농업으로 온 이유는 그 현대 자동차 그룹의 연구원으로 있으면서 AI랑 빅데이터 관련된 어떤 연구들을 좀 했어요. 그래서 당시 이러한 연구들을 할 때 제가 어떠한 매체를 통해서 이 스마트팜을 접하게 됐는데 내가 하고 있는 이러한 지식과 지금 이 농업과의 어떤 접목을 통해서 할 수 있는 부분들이 많겠구나라는 생각에 좀 과감히 이제 회사를 퇴사를 하고 이렇게 농업을 선택을 하게 됐죠. 일단 이 기술 자체가 궁극적인 목표는 일단 품질 향상과 이제 수확량 증대에 있어요. 그래서 드셔도 돼요. 이렇게 해서 드셔도 돼요.
I've been waiting.
예.
It's so juicy. 진짜 달아요.
예.
Where do you see the future of smart farm heading?
또 외부 환경 조건에 상관없이 어느 지역에서도 원하는 작목들을, 원하는 식량들을 재배를 할 수 있는 기술이 오겠죠. 그래서 예를 들면 두바이 사막에서도 이러한 딸기를 먹을 수도 있고, 또 남극 혹은 북극 같은 데서도 이러한 이 스마트팜 가지고 채소도 먹을 수도 있고 과일도 먹을 수도 있고, 그래서 이러한 스마트팜이 발전하면 전 세계 인구들이 어떤 이 안전한 먹거리를 제공을 받을 수가 있기 때문에 앞으로는 그렇게 가지 않을까 지금 생각합니다.
I think when you look at the government's investment in smart farms, it's really just one small part in a much larger umbrella of policy.
In its quest to be a global artificial intelligence powerhouse, Korea has announced a national AI strategy, which includes plans to introduce AI to schools at all age groups, including kindergartens, by 2025, helping its future leaders become technologically fluent from a very young age.
They're nervous.
I'm dropping into a class at Manuel Middle School to see how an abstract concept like AI is made tangible to young children.
안녕하세요. AI가 뭐라고 생각하세요?
인간이 로봇을 이용해서 만든 지능이라 생각해요.
What about you? What do you think?
저는 사람의 생각을 본떠서 만들었다고 생각해요. 막 사람들이 생각은 하는데 실제로 도전하지 못하는 것들을 대신해서 해주는 게 AI라고 생각합니다.
What's the coolest example of AI technology that you guys have seen?
이제 돌아가신 분들이나 이제 더 이상 들을 수 없는 가수들의 목소리를 따서 만든 그런 노래를 만든 게 좀 인상 깊었어요.
It's impressive how far tech has come since I was in middle school, but I'm starting to appreciate that for these young students, some of these concepts are as second nature as video gaming was to my generation. In the past, recognizing it had no natural resources of its own, Korea propelled its economic advancement through a visionary investment in technology and mobilizing human labor. Now it's looking ahead to the future as technology itself has become Korea's natural resource. I want to gain a deeper insight to Korea's sociological relationship with technology. And I'm hoping my meeting with Professor Andrew Ungi Kim
Korea's total GDP last year was nearly $1.6 trillion. And that is 10th highest in the world. So between 1953 and 2020, Korea's GDP jumped by more than 1,200 times. You could name countries like Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, which have also experienced rapid economic growth, but none like Korea.
Make things better. I've heard a lot about how post-colonial mindset plays a huge role in Korean society and economy. I wonder if you think that has also impacted technological drive here.
You know, if you were to choose several concepts or keywords to describe Korea, one of them is definitely anxiety, right? And that anxiety really works for us because we have this memory of the defeats and the failures of our immediate ancestors, right? So we went through the Japanese colonial rule. We also had a devastating Korean War. So this anxiety is not something that's not going to lessen, I don't think. You could call it economic nationalism, but it's something that really sort of makes us stay hungry and sort of strive for more.
It's perhaps this anxiety and hunger to excel that's led to Korea being voted top of Bloomberg's most innovative economies for 6 years in a row.
Korea has been able to stand on the back of technology in order to kind of reach higher heights. There is an intensity to how Koreans are using this technology, and I feel like a lot of this is coded in their DNA.
I say this as a metaphor, but I wonder if it's really only a matter of time before Koreans actually discover a way to truly encode tech into their genes.
한국의 기술 발전은 보면 볼수록 관심이 생길 수밖에 없는 것 같네요. 앞으로도 대한민국이 기술 강국으로 세계를 선도하기 위해선 정부의 지원, 기업의 투자도 중요하지만 그 무엇보다 가장 중요한 건 바로 우리의 관심이 아닐까 싶습니다. 앞으로도 두 걸음 앞서가는 기술력으로 세계를 선도하는 대한민국이 되길 기원합니다.